Yo, what's up, Leos? Leo Ascendants. What's up? What's up? I don't know why I'm laughing. Already laughing and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? That sun energy brighten me up. But what up, what up, what up? It's your boy Dave B. You watching the Esoteric Hustler Academy, and y'all know what we do here. We're gonna be doing y'all weekly business reading and things of that nature. So off the bat, you know how these gonna work is it's gonna be a house transit reading. So I'm gonna be focusing on your second, sixth, and 10th house, which is all the business houses. And it's based on your ascendant. So, you know, depending on the degree of your ascendant, you know, your houses might be slightly shifted. It might have different placements, and to kind of balance this out, you can either watch the other videos that have the proper house alignments, but of course there's going to be stuff in here that you could utilize no matter where your energy is at. If you a Leo ascendant, it's going to resonate on some level. And you know how these go. You take what works, leave what don't, all that good shit. But for the most part, you know, we're going to be dealing with house lords. And if you don't know how house lords work, basically it's you take the sign of a house, right? And you find a ruling planet. And then wherever that ruling planet is at, you take the energy from the house that the ruling planet is at and incorporate it into the house that you was originally looking at. So if you're talking about you being a Leo ascendant, right, you will find where the sun is. Say you got sun in the say fourth house, then it's you taking the fourth house principles and adding it to your ascendant. So that's being more private when it comes to your personal matters, being more concerned emotionally about certain personal matters and things of that nature. So yeah, so that's what we're gonna be dealing with. So we're gonna jump into the astrology, and then we're gonna pull cards correlating to the second house, what you value, what you need to value in your circumstance currently. Sixth house, what you need to analyze, criticize, organize, fix possibly, and then the 10th house, which is going to be what you need to take action on at the moment, and then a conclusion card. You know what I'm saying? So off the bat, like I said, we're going to start with the house transit. So your second house should be Virgo, right? So with Virgo, no planets in there, so we just looking directly at the house lord, which is Mercury, which is in the third house for you. So right now it's valuing your surroundings. Now also just how house lords work, they're more of an enhancement. See, when you got a planet in a house, it's more of like a direct influence, direct impact. With house lords, these are more so things that you can incorporate in order to enhance the energy in a certain area of your life. So this is what you do when you ain't got planets in a certain house. You know what I'm saying? You jump to the house lord and you can harness that energy and go forward with it, even if you ain't got nothing directly as an influence or tool, you know what I'm saying, within that. So your house, your second house lord being in the third, incorporating a sense of communication amongst familiar people, places, and things when it comes to what you value. You know what I'm saying? Being in a situation where you got people around you who, because the Gemini house, third house is like people who kind of like semi close to you type shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like closer than an associate, but you know what I'm saying? Somebody that's just in your neighborhood. You might not be the closest with people in your neighborhood, but they still people that you can connect with and share ideas and exchange ideas with. So right now, taking what you value and kind of being in your surrounding, communicating with different people, places, and things there is going to be, you know what I'm saying, something beneficial for you. You know what I'm saying? That's going to be something that you can help to enhance your what you is, like what I said what you is, what you working on, you know, or what you valuing for the most part, more so what you valuing. There might be different ideas that are able to be exchanged that can help take your business from point A to point B a lot faster than you would be able to if you kept your mouth shut, if you didn't, you know, you wasn't speaking on, you know, what you actually do value, you know what I'm saying? Also, just in general, speaking on what you value right now will help you manifest that, you know what I'm saying? You might have a bunch of things that you're trying to manifest for yourself as far as plant seeds and see grow, but you're not speaking about it, you know what I'm saying? You really value it, but you're not speaking up on it. Now, nobody knows that you value that, so there's nobody who even can present you with the opportunity to provide something that, you know what I'm saying, that goes with something that you want to see, you know, manifest. But all that being said, you know what I'm saying, that's just the main thing. You know what I'm saying? Also valuing the things that you're familiar with. So if you're trying to do a whole new if you're trying to do a whole new venture and you know damn well that there's certain things that you've been familiar with that you kind of neglecting, you know what I'm saying, you're not valuing the things that you already familiar with, you know, there might be a little struggle there, you know what I'm saying? So that's just something to keep in mind. So for your sixth house, you got Cap there. So what's going on in your sixth house is deep transformation. You got Pluto, you got the moon transit in there. It's about to leave and go into Aquarius, but for the most part, you know, the moon is there. And then the Lord is in the seventh house. You know what I'm saying? Your sixth house Lord is in the seventh house. So for the most part, when it comes to what your routines and patterns and the things that you already been working on, you've already been having to transform that. You've already been dealing with a lot of deep transformations when it comes to those things. And Pluto just went direct. So you're starting to feel the impact or the call to action to really initiate that transformation. You know what I'm saying? For the most part, the retrograde was helping us pinpoint what it was that was working and what wasn't working, and what we've been getting urges and nudges and certain things that we know we had to put death to on sight. But right now, Pluto going back direct, it's like on sight for real. It's looking at you like, okay, look, you had ample time to spend and come to a conclusion on whether you need to keep that thing in your life or not. And if you already came to a conclusion that you need to transform it, but you still sitting on your ass right now, it is gonna come to fuck you up. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell you that right now. You know, this is one of the harsher readings, just by, you know, dealing with business, because like, and the reason I'm speaking like this is because when it does come to your sixth house, having Pluto there, it's just like, you know, Pluto, like the sixth house is directly correlated to like what you're working on and shit like that. And like just Pluto there in general, everything has been changing so much at a pace where it's like when it comes to business and stability and doing things for monetary gain, or like, you know what I'm saying, just some kind of exchange as far as resources, it's like, you know, that is being affected very harshly, you know what I'm saying? So just with Uranus and Taurus and things of that nature, it's like everything that has to do with money and the way money is even exchanged and how people can go about it, it's like all that is being transformed and shit like that. So you want to make sure you really is on your business and shit like that, because, you know, you want to be prepared, you know what I'm saying? And just having Pluto in the sixth house is just like, it makes it that more deep, where it comes with how you work. You gotta transform that. And even if that comes down to you having to do some shit just for the time being, you know what I'm saying, keeping in your mind that it's temporary, but at the same time, you just got to do some new shit and let that be something that you can, you know what I'm saying, let that something, because what it is with the sixth house Lord in the seventh house, whatever you working on, you got to make it more relatable, or make it more something that involves, like something that's involved. Like the seventh house energy, I like to say it's involved. Like it's like basically like Libra energy is involved. Libra energy likes to get involved. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like not just kind of be there and working on your own things separately, but like to get involved and like on that air sign shit, where it's like they want to communicate, they want to share ideas, they want to exchange and things of that nature. So with the sixth house Lord in the seventh house, on an internal level, just relating to new ways of going about your work, you know what I'm saying, relating to or taking your work and what you're working on and making it either more relatable to other people, your audience that you're trying to cultivate, or making it relatable to your lifestyle. So you want to live a certain lifestyle, but how you work ain't necessarily relating to the lifestyle that you want. It's not relatable. Like you want to live on an island ducked off somewhere. You want to live, you know what I'm saying, in a big ass mansion, but you're not actually getting up every day and putting that level of effort into whatever it is that you're working on. So even thinking about it on that level could enhance what you're doing. And the moon sitting here, you know, it could lead you to kind of feeling like you got to worry. But see, if you've been planting good seeds, like this energy, for some reason, this energy with this retrograde and things of that nature, it's been a lot more calming, but in the sense of just us coming to a realization of what we need to do and address, and having the actual strength and willpower to be like, all right, fuck it. I'm tired of this shit. I'm gonna get it done. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of been the energy. I'm too tired to keep bullshitting myself. I'm just gonna get it done. Like, you know what I'm saying? So that's where we at right now, and where we gotta stay at, you know, as far as like how we going about business. So yeah, that's what's going on in your Capricorn house, and that's the sixth house, like I said. So making what you're working on more relatable to something, whether that be your lifestyle, whatever it is that you're trying to manifest for yourself. You know what I'm saying? That's the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? So that's just something to keep in mind. And then you have the 10th house, you have Taurus there. So with the 10th house being Taurus, you know, you got Uranus transit in there, so that's already also affecting you harshly. You know what I'm saying? Or, you know, I don't want to say it's all harsh and shit like that, but for the most part, it's affecting you in a strong way, just because you've had to deal with a lot of changes and transformations when it comes to what you're known for, or how you're choosing to structure your life and shit like that. So off the bat, when it comes to business in your life, you've already been having to, you know what I'm saying, go to, you know, do the most, basically. You know, Uranus do the most. So you've already been having to do the most with it when it comes to that kind of shit and trying to get everything ordered. So you know, for the most part, it's like, yeah, for the most part, it's just like, you know, that's kind of what the situation is. But your 10th house lord is in the 3rd house. So again, this is a situation where you are taking your status and it's like what you could be doing is within your environment, finding ways in which you can, because like with the 10th house lord in the 3rd, it's almost like a situation where in order to enhance that energy, it's the same as with your 2nd house. It's like communicating about it with people around you, or seeing like taking your community that you naturally around, your natural surroundings, and seeing who in there who you could relate to within that. You know what I'm saying? Seeing who you could actually work with within your surroundings, and like, especially with the things that you're familiar with already. You've already been doing a lot of things, you know what I'm saying? You've already been associating with different things in your environment, and it's about kind of looking at these and like taking a second look at these things and being like, okay, how can I go about, you know what I'm saying, taking these and like utilizing them for what I want to utilize them for. You feel me? Like, so, you know, and then being a unique individual about it, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to whatever you're known for and your status and things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? You want to make sure that you coming at it in a complete unique way. And this could be a little, you know, nerve-wracking, you know what I'm saying, because you're going into uncharted territory. You're doing a lot of different things that, you know, you probably never done before. But, you know, or if it's something that you have done before, you got to find a new way to go about it, a unique way to go about it, an innovative way to go about it. So, you know, it is what it is for y'all, you know what I'm saying, because it's business, you know what I'm saying, it's all business. So let's go into the 2nd house. I'm gonna pull these cards and shit like that. We're gonna get deeper into what all this means. But for the most part, it's like a lot of your energies is correlating to you relating, both in your surroundings, and then when it comes to what you're working on, making it more relatable. For some reason, when it comes to the 6th house, I feel like that's more of an internal thing. I feel like the 6th house, like I was talking about, like relating your work ethic to what you're trying to see in your life. That seemed like more like the message for the 6th house. Now the 2nd house and the 10th house, these are more things that, yeah, you should be in the streets, kind of more so getting people involved. Even if on a 6th house level, I feel like your 2nd and 10th house also support your 6th house as far as finding the right people that you can now partner up with and kind of get the work done. So, you know what I'm saying, I also see that, and you know what I'm saying, basically people in your surroundings, being more involved in your surroundings for you will manifest situations where you'll find people, or people will find you, and y'all be able to create some kind of mutual agreement or partnership in which y'all can help each other through y'all daily work things, y'all daily work routines. Y'all can like help each other and balance each other out type shit, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, and incorporating more balance into your work life, you know what I'm saying? So that's what that's all about too. So like I said, we're gonna jump into the 2nd house cards, see what's going on, see what's popping. See what's going on. Okay. So we got the 4 of fire. So with the 4 of fire, this is this card is like for what you need to value and shit like that. So you need to value that higher thought of a vision. The 4 is like a higher thought of something, or creating a frame of mind for something. So you got something in your frame of mind as far as a vision that you're seeing. Value that shit. That's what you need to value right now. You know what I'm saying? Be confident in it. You know, that right there is a spark and shit like that. That's a light. So within your surroundings, like, you know, you bring this light to your surroundings, you might just manifest people who also, who are able to be on that same thought wave, you know what I'm saying? That same frequency as you. This like that oversoul energy. So you might have an idea that's bright enough to inspire the people in your surroundings. And this can help initiate a lot of the other energies when it comes to finding people to relate to, you know what I'm saying? This could help influence that. This could help that shit. So let's go ahead and jump to the 6. And the 6 is more so like what you need to work on, organize, or fix, or criticize. You know what I'm saying? So what's going on beyond that 4, you know what I'm saying? Also, the 4 is after the 3, you know what I'm saying? It's looking over the 3. So, you know what I'm saying? You got an idea, like that's why I said you got an idea that could possibly inspire your surroundings. But like I said, we on the 6 now. Y'all need to organize. Oh shit, okay. A little scattered as far as what y'all trying to work on. A little scattered. But it's all good. A little scattered. I feel like y'all scattered. It's more like a positive one. I got a positive feeling. It's more like y'all got a lot of good ideas and y'all finally seeing how it can work. So it's like y'all excited a little bit, you know what I'm saying? It was like, but there is some things y'all need to organize. Holding on, y'all don't want to say what's going on. Y'all want to tell me. Yeah. That's how it be sometimes, though. Scattered energy. Yeah, but for the most part, you know what I'm saying? Flipping. So maybe y'all going back and forth with some shit. Like it seemed like y'all kind of going back and forth on different ideas. Okay, cool. Got one. So how you feel? You know, 6 of water. You know what I'm saying? So there might be certain things as far as how you feel that's keeping you kind of like iffy. Oh shit. She did the Michael Jackson lean. But yeah, there's different things that y'all might be feeling that's keeping y'all scattered. You know what I'm saying? It's keeping y'all a little scattered. So, you know, don't let these feelings get in the way of what you trying to organize and shit like that, or organizing your feelings in a better way. Organizing the feelings that you pay attention to. You know what I'm saying? You know, see Pluto, yeah. So what you working on and shit like that, it's like you probably been going through a lot of just like we was talking about Pluto being there in general, like complete restructuring of what you are, how you work and how you get to the bag. So, you know, for the most part, it's probably a lot of feelings in general that kind of just been going in and out, you know what I'm saying? In and out, feeling this way one day, feeling that way another day. So, you know what I'm saying? It makes sense, you know, but trying to organize these feelings in a better way, you know what I'm saying? Knowing that, okay, some days you're going to feel better than other days, but when you do feel a certain way, knowing how to compartmentalize, like knowing where to put that feeling whether you need to completely kill it or whether you need to actually, you can use it as fuel for whatever it is that you're trying to build for yourself. It's like, being able to just organize and pinpoint your feelings and not allow those things to be detriments to you, not allow these things to be something that you allow to get out of control. And that's the thing about sixth house energy control and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? But you're dealing with water. Water can't really be controlled. It can't, you know what I'm saying, as far as like knowing your internal energies. But for the most part, water is, you know what I'm saying, you gotta settle water. You know what I'm saying? You can't necessarily control water, but you gotta know how to settle it within yourself. You gotta know how to redirect it. You know what I'm saying? It's something that you redirect. You know what I'm saying? But water gonna be water. You know what I'm saying? You can contain it, but it's gonna be water all the time. It's, you know what I'm saying, not something you can necessarily control. But in this case, organizing these things. And see, like I said, so what you valuing is the spark. But these feelings, you know what I'm saying, you want to make sure the feelings behind that spark is organized in a way that can support that that 4, that can support that idea. You know what I'm saying? The vibration got to match the greatness of the idea. So, you know what I'm saying, this ain't necessarily, when it comes to these cards and being at this business, these things ain't necessarily positive or negative, but it's just telling you what it is. So making sure that vibration can support that grand idea, you know what I'm saying, that higher idea. Make sure it's a higher feeling and emotion that goes along with that. And that's what you need to be organizing and criticizing. So whenever you feel yourself feeling things that you don't need to be feeling, criticize yourself into feeling better about that shit. Like, nah, this some heat. Whatever I'm working on is some heat. Whatever I felt was not right, and that is all right. Of course, you don't want to be delusional. This is what I got as far as what you need to take action on. So, this is another 4, another mental energy, and it's earth. So framing out, getting a better frame. So that's what you need to be working on, is getting a better frame or structure for whatever it is that you are doing, that spark, you know what I'm saying? So off the bat, we was already talking about you kind of being in a situation where you are, you trying to, you getting into a space where, you're dealing with your surroundings and what you're familiar with, and making ways that the work can be relatable. And what you really are doing is creating a better framework for how you're going about whatever it is that you're doing. A better framework as far as how to think about it, because the 4 is like thinking. And you see this grid right here. This grid is like a perfect example of kind of like just that mental energy of squaring something out and creating a platform for it. You know what I'm saying? So right now you in platform mode. Whatever it is that you are building, you're building it to last. You know what I'm saying? You're not building it to just go in the wind. You building something that's gonna last. So off the bat, you got a bomb ass idea. That bomb ass idea needs to be fueled with the right feelings and emotions, so that you can have the right energy to make physical this, to manifest this, the proper frame for your imaginations or whatever it is that you're trying to build to sit on. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of what that 4 is. I'm gonna go ahead and pull a conclusion. Niggas playing music, it better not fuck my shit up. Better not fuck my shit up. Better not. Who told them to do that? If it ain't the soul group, I don't wanna hear it. Real shit. So we get a conclusion for all this. Okay, I think we got a winner. Boom, to the conclusion. The 9 of water. So the conclusion is an accumulation of an emotion. This accumulation of emotion, like the 9 is like, you know what I'm saying, it's like the highest number type shit. So it's like an accumulation of a high point when it comes to how you feel, you know what I'm saying? So that's the conclusion that all this is leading up to. And in a way, I kind of feel like this right here is a container for this. And it's almost like, you know what I'm saying? And this is like being in a better emotional state type shit where, you know what I'm saying, it's kind of like a whirlpool. So it's kind of like I said, none of these are necessarily good or bad, but it's a situation where if you can frame out the right thing, you'll be able to actually have the capacity to contain a great accumulation of emotion. Now, whether this emotion is positive or negative, that's up to you. But see, the whole point of it all is basically, this also is, I feel like, high manifestation energy. So it's like with these two, you can manifest anything you want as far as like what you trying to build for the next thing, or what you trying to gain from all of the work that you've been doing. Because it's like, really, you starting off with this spark. Like I said, this is a business reading, so let's keep it real. We trying to get to the bag and shit like that, but this right here is the bag. If you create with the right frequency, the thought spark, and the right feelings behind it, you create the right frame for your manifestations to sit in. And that, which sitting in that, is the 9 and the sort of water. So it's a great deal of that accumulation of a feeling and emotion. So all of these things is to keep your, it's kind of also like that eyes on the prize energy, because we know, based upon the space we in, as spirits, we manifest and attract what it is that we see as density. So we know, if we have the proper frame, aka we got the proper system in place in the physical world to support ourselves, like, because it's almost like faith without works, like how they be saying, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Dolo and shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like this is the works. You doing something, you because you had the right idea and feeling in the beginning, you created the right framework in the physical world where you now have something that you can do physically that represents you working in the esoteric realm. So this is like you having a dream, an imagination of being a platinum selling artist, right? So what you decided to do, based upon you having that idea and having the right feeling behind it, you created an instant circumstance in your life where you got your own home studio and you can make music all day. And you making music is you doing the work in the physical world. And now that you've been doing the work, this sits right here. This is like the accumulation of that feeling and emotion that sits here as a manifestation. And with this, it's only a matter of time before the universe and God give you what you deserve, which is that accumulation of what you've been building on, and you've been doing the work. So this is like the faith also. This is the faith added with the work to make for the, you know what I'm saying, to take your shit to the next level. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, like I said, you could take this 9 wherever. You could take this 9 wherever. 9 is also the Sagittarius energy, so that's travel anyway. You could take that 9 wherever because you got the right framework. And that framework was built off of the right idea, the right spark, and that passion. I know this is upside down. And the right feelings and emotion to give that gas. Yeah. So anyway, hope this was helpful, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.